Good day, gentlemen. I've been with my girl for over 7 years, and I want to give you some maybe unconventional advice that nobody else has given you, because quite frankly, everyone else is too afraid to say this. Everything in life is cause and effect, and even though people won't admit that about relationships, it's still true. When your woman is constantly trying to control everything, including you, then you are not showing up in the best way you could. And it's hurting you, it's hurting her, and it's hurting your relationship. So I want to compress 7 years of brutally honest relationship truths and lessons into this one video for you. Let's get right into this. Lesson 1. The feminine is a mirror for the masculine. Maybe you are someone who feels natural when leading, right? Maybe you're a leader at work, maybe you run your own business like me, or you are a high-level professional, you're leading people, right? And it feels easy to lead a team. But when it comes to leading your woman, you're lost. You don't know what to do. And you feel a bit ashamed about it. You feel a bit ashamed of yourself because you're like, why is it so difficult for me to lovingly lead her? Not control, but lead her. And man, she will mirror back to you where you are not showing up in the best way possible. Take the fucking hint. Because you've likely experienced times or periods where your woman was so open, so trusting, just flowing alongside you. And let's be honest, this is one of the most beautiful things we get to experience as men, whether it's in some random daily situation, on some big adventure like a massive hike or whatever, or sexually, of course, right? And for most women, they want to be like this most of the time. Not all of the time. She also has a goal-striving masculine side, right? And that side needs to be fulfilled by some kind of pursuit that she's on. But when she's with you, this is how she wants to be. And if she's not doing that, or even actively going against that by trying to control the situation, trying to control you even, then what she's really telling you through her actions, not through her words, but through her actions, is that you could be showing up in a much better way as a leader, and that she knows that you could be showing up in a much better way. When she throws something like this at you, she's still in. She's not trying to control you, not trying to emasculate you, whatever. She's not trying to leave you. She doesn't think that you're a fucking dick or whatever, or a weakling. She sees who you could truly be. She sees who you truly are, for that matter. And when she's challenging you in these ways, she's still in. She wants you to step up to the plate. So take the fucking hint. Lesson 2. Ask yourself, why would someone try to take control of a situation? Because they don't feel safe. Simple as that. Her complaining and controlling is a simple expression of the pain that she's feeling when she doesn't feel safe when she's with you. Not just safe physically, but also safe emotionally. Safe because she knows that you have integrity, that you're gonna live your truth, that you will tell her yes when you mean yes, and no when you mean no. This complaining and controlling is really the feminine's way of telling you, hey dude, stop fucking around and make me feel safe. Make me feel safe. Make me feel safe when I'm with you. Make me feel like I don't have to worry about anything when I'm with you. The spiritual teacher, author, etc., the guy who wrote, among other books, The Way of the Superior Man, maybe you've heard of that, David Deida. He writes in multiple chapters, I think, about when, for example, you're driving. You're driving the car, she's on the passenger seat, and she's complaining about your driving, or she's like, no, we should go this way, this is quicker, whatever. She's not complaining about your driving. She's really signaling to you, hey, you don't have any fucking direction in life. That's what she's actually telling you. Same with whatever, she's complaining that you watch too much TV. What she's really telling you is, hey, you're fucking lazy. You don't have any fucking ambition. You have goals to strive for. You have things to do in this life. You have a legacy to build. Fucking build it. Because otherwise I won't feel safe if you're just fucking around and sitting at the TV all day. Now, there's two sides to this, and this is very important, because sometimes you can be the best man possible, but the woman that you're with will simply not feel safe around you because she doesn't feel safe with herself and with the world at large. So number one is you help her feel safe with you. That you can do, right? But you can't help her feel safe with herself. and with the world at large, trusting that everything will be okay always, you can't really do that. And if she doesn't want to do that, if she hasn't done that in her work herself, then it's going to be very difficult for you to build a stable long-term relationship with her. If she is going in that direction and she's just not there yet, because maybe she's young, or maybe she has only recently gotten into that, or whatever, and you see that she's going to that direction, great. But she has to want to trust you, and she has to want to trust the world at large. You can control your integrity, you can control how you show up for her, right? How safe you make her feel around you. That is also financial safety. There is something to that for sure. There is emotional safety. There is leading with integrity, living your truth, right? There is being that rock in the current, right? She's the current, just the feminine is sometimes very chaotic, almost uncontrollable, actually like the ocean, right? You can watch the waves here. Swell is fucking shit today. To be honest, the swell hasn't arrived. I think later today it's going to actually be pretty sick. But yeah, and the tide's way too low still. Anyway, you can watch the ocean. It's fucking chaotic, right? It's beautiful. It's vast. It's epic. But it's also chaotic and uncontrollable. That's just like the feminine. Beautiful, vast, just gorgeous, but also chaotic and uncontrollable. And the thing is this, man. By the way, when I said it's going to be fucking epic, I'm assuming that every one of my viewers knows what surfing is and is also a surfer, because I'm a surfer. Like, anyway, it's going to be epic to surf later on, right? That's what I wanted to say. But here's the thing. Integrity, being that rock, emotional safety, physical safety, of course, financial safety, giving her structure throughout the day, her knowing that you will do shit together, whatever, like not just saying, hey, we'll meet up at 5, but telling her, hey, we'll meet up at 5, we'll do this and we'll do this, or hey, I'll just pick you up and I'll take you somewhere. And she's like, oh, that's exciting, right? Instead of, hey, I'll come over to your house at 5, I don't know what we'll do, maybe watch a TV show or something. And she's like, nah. If a woman has a hard time trusting a man, then she was likely hurt, not just by men, but maybe by the world at large, right? And by the masculine energy in general, whether that's her father, or maybe a teacher, maybe the government, right? Father, state, same thing. There's all these things where a woman who was hurt, or even, this is the thing, we have generational trauma, right? And let's be honest, the men couple generations ago, they weren't really leaders, they were tyrants. And you can't trust a tyrant. And so we now also have to, in a way have to heal all of that. She has to heal that. You have to heal the generational trauma that you've been through, so that you can both come together with the awareness and with the consciousness of someone who's healed. And you can again lead her to doing that inner work, to trust men, to trust the world, to trust herself for that matter. You can lead her into doing that inner work, but you can't control her into doing that work, or shame her for not doing that work in the hopes that she will then do it. Positive reinforcement is the name of the game here. Now, lesson number 3 is something very important. I'm going to lean in here for a second. This is very important for you to understand. I learned this from a spiritual mentor of mine. And he basically told me and taught me that the mind predicts and protects. That's the masculine. Predicting, protecting, providing, right? Making sure everyone's safe. Survival. The heart trusts and has patience. That's the feminine. The presence. The surrender. Not resignation. Surrender. That's thriving. The masculine's job is survival. The feminine's job is thriving. And when you are in a relationship where those energies are present, not the man is 100% masculine or the woman is 100% feminine or whatever, but for me personally, I'm like 80% masculine, 20% feminine. That's where I feel most natural, right? I can build a business, I can go to the gym, but I recently started making my own kombucha, which, don't call me a fucking hippie, by the way. It tastes fucking great, it's great for your gut health, and it's fucking meditative to make it. And this is one of those things you need to realize about being a man. You need to decide what's good for you and what's good enough for you. And for me personally, I love that shit. The masculine side of myself is there for survival. Same with my girl. Her maybe 20% masculine is there for survival. Her 80% feminine is there for helping her thrive. So we in our relationship have 100% masculine, 100% feminine split up between us, basically. And this makes sure that we will both ensure our survival and thrive. Because here's the thing, the men who are so successful, they do all this shit, they're some business leader, whatever else, they have so much money, they have not just like enough, they have luxury, which I also in a way have by this time, which is fantastic, right? Bought a nice watch, cool. They're not even just surviving, they're living in luxury. And yet they feel like shit. And yet they feel fucking depressed, yet they're thinking about ending their own life. Why? Well, because they only figured out the survival part of things. They only figured out how to live in their own masculine and how to attract the masculine energy. Not attract like a masculine partner, but attract their own masculine energy, attract masculine energy in what they do in their pursuits, right? And live in that energy. They're thriving in that energy, and that energy has built them all the success they ever wanted. And that's great. I'm not saying you shouldn't be successful. Absolutely fucking not. There's a reason I'm building a business as well, and have built a business, have built multiple businesses. Here's the thing. These men don't know how to, not even don't know how to, they have no genuine source of feminine energy in their life. They don't know how to attract that energy. They don't know how to live in that energy, how to enjoy that energy. These men are just surviving because what they're not experiencing is what the feminine does to someone who is more masculine, because it pulls them from their head, from their mind, into their body, into their heart. You can see this when you get sexually aroused by the feminine energy, right? You're not thinking, you're feeling now, you're present. Or when you're in big nature, an ocean, a mountain, you don't think about anything, you're just there. Nature is very feminine as well, of course, right? And this is where we get the best ideas. This is where we have the biggest revelations about our life, about our business. Like the best ideas, like video ideas, for example, for this channel, always come to me while I'm doing, like in phases of life where I'm doing a lot of surfing, and here's the thing, you have to balance this, right? I'm not telling you to surf all day and to fuck off to some secluded nature place, whatever. No, absolutely fucking not. I'm just gonna give you this example. Alex Hormozi, very successful entrepreneur. You might know him from YouTube, worth hundreds of millions at this point. He just made $100 million with a fucking book launch, which is mad. That's like J.K. Rowling shit, like Harry Potter shit, you know what I mean? And he said for years, happiness doesn't matter. I don't care about happiness. Do you know what he recently started doing? He started meditating daily. Presence. Presence is where we thrive. And look, a lot of women fall into the exact same trap we as men fall into. We're all conditioned and trained to be cogs in a wheel, surviving, but not thriving at fucking all. And we all have both of these energies within us. We need the masculine for achievement, for pursuing something. We need that in our life. We need that energy of pursuit, of achievement. And we need the feminine to enjoy those achievements, to be present on the path, to enjoy the path towards those goals, to look back and be like, holy shit, I've come a long way, instead of just running to the next and the next and the next mountain. And if you feel most natural when you're leading from a loving place, from integrity, then a massive job, even if this makes you feel uncomfortable, right? You can feel natural and uncomfortable at the same time, because simply you're not used to doing this, but you still feel natural in this. If that's you, or if you just feel natural and comfortable in it, then a massive part of your job as a boyfriend or a husband is to lead both yourself and your woman to relax into the feminine energy, to learn to love it, to embody it, to cherish it. If you want to take your relationship or yourself as a man to that next level, if you want to stop sitting around, stop being passive, and actually start taking control of your life, especially your love life, then I want to offer you my help. And I want to explain to you how you could literally be talking to me within a couple hours from now. Because I've already helped a bunch of guys who were in very similar situations to you, and I've helped them build this relationship where they felt so respected, so trusted. They had so much integrity. They were able to set boundaries with their woman. They were able to enjoy her feminine, and their woman felt so loved and so cherished and so radiant. And what I offered these guys was a free alignment call with me. This is not a free coaching call. This is not for broke guys who want some quick fix, random advice. No, I'm not doing any of that shit. That's a waste of my time. This is a call for men who actually want to step up to the plate, who actually want to not just level up their health and their wealth, as most people do, but also their relationships. These are the three big areas of life. Most men, health, wealth, cool. Relationships, fucked. If that's you, this is for you. And what we will do in this alignment call is simply talk about what is actually holding your relationship back from thriving, or what is holding you back from building that relationship from the ground with a woman that you actually love, that actually loves you for you, and how I can essentially help you get there. If that sounds interesting to you, there is a link in the description. You can basically click that link. It takes you to an application form. You can fill out that application, and if your application looks like you would be qualified to work with me and to do this call with me, then you will automatically be forwarded, and you can schedule that call right then and there. So if that sounds interesting to you, you could literally be talking to me personally in a couple hours from now, and no strings attached. If we get on this call and you're like, hey, I don't think this is for me, cool. I just want to give you this opportunity to actually take your relationship, or yourself, or both, to that next level. Because fucking hell, man, I want to help people. Check it out. I'll talk to you soon.